Welcome to Yoga with Antoni. This is Therapeutic Yoga in a chair or seated on the floor for the hands and the feet. So all you need is a chair or something to sit down on the floor. So let's go ahead and get started. Come to your chair. At first we're going to lean back. If you're on the floor, you can lean back against a wall. And we're going to take a few breaths with our eyes closed. Inhaling through the nostrils. Slowly exhale through a pursed lips. Emptying out completely. Inhale through the nostrils. If you can this time, exhale through the nostrils. Again, you can use nostrils or pursed lips. Let's do two more. Open your eyes. And again, we're going to move away from the wall or away from the back of the chair, and we just want to sit up nice and tall. We're going to start with our hands, and we're going to start with the muscles that kind of take the work out of the wrists. So your wrists will take the brunt of pressure if your shoulders aren't activated. So we're going to bring our hands to our side and we're going to simply shrug our shoulders up towards our ears. Don't do this 100%. Don't come to your edge for muscle activation. Sorry, your head should be straight. You want to just come about 70%. And then as you exhale, slowly pull your shoulder blades down your back. Again, about 70%. Let's do that again. Slowly with control, pulling the shoulder blades down. We want the shoulder blades to move the shoulders. So as you shrug the shoulders, you're pulling the shoulder blades up. As you pull them away from the ears, you're pulling the shoulder blades down. They're doing the work, taking the brunt out of your wrists. Let's do two more. And one more. All right. And now we're going to go into shoulder circles, but they are not these kind of shoulder circles. No, those aren't good. They're going to be more of shoulder squares. So think squares, okay? So hands to your lap or to your sides. On the inhale, shrug your shoulders up about 70%. On the exhale, pull your shoulders back. Inhale, pull your shoulders down, 70%. Exhale, pull your shoulders forward. And repeat. Move with each breath. Don't rush through it. We have 4 more to go. Don't go too intense. And move with the breath. Three more. Exhale, pull the shoulders back. Feel the shoulder blades start to come together. Exhale, pull them down. Bring the shoulders forward. Feel your shoulder blades spread. Shrug. This is the last one. Move with the breath. And release. So we started by going back. This time we're going to go forward. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, forward, spreading shoulder blades apart. Inhale, down. Exhale, back, shoulder blades together. Continue to move with your breath. If this hurts or you're getting cramps, you're going too intense. Only go 70, maybe 75%. We don't go 100% in muscle activation. That will actually bypass the nervous system. I know I'm not explaining it completely right, but to get the nervous system or neuromuscular activity, we need to give it only about 70% at the most, 75, and we need to be controlled. This is our last set. Again, if you're hurting, you're going too intense. And release and lower it. Shake it out, I mean. All right, we took care of those shoulders, and now we are going to do some pronating with the hands. So let's start supination, and then we'll do pronation. So we're gonna, it doesn't matter if your elbows are bent or straight, but we're gonna bring the palms forward, spread those fingers wide, especially the thumbs pulling down, and then pull your fingertips, forward towards the front of your wrist. Inhale, come back into those jazz hands. Exhale, pull them towards your wrists. And again, we're not going back, we're just coming front. And then we're tucking in. Again, spreading apart, supinating, tucking down again. Jazz hands. One more. And shake it out and take a breath. We're now going to take our hands and make them into little bird beaks, okay? You see that? And we're gonna tuck them down towards the wrist, and then inhale, release. Bird hands, release. Bird hands, inhale, release. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Feel this action happening in your wrists. You feel the fingers as well, and shake it out. All right, now we're gonna do the palm away from us, and we're gonna pull them towards us with the fingers spread. So now we're going into pronating. So take an inhale, and then as we exhale, we're pulling the fingers towards the front. And then inhale, bring your hands front and center facing you. Exhale, pull them back. Keep your fingers spread, especially the thumbs, but don't overdo it again. Just about 70, 75%. Move with your breath. Two more. One more. And release. We're now going to do piano fingers. So we're going to have our palms up. And we're simply going to end up in a fist by pulling pinkies in, then ring fingers, middle fingers, pointer fingers, thumbs. Then pull apart your thumbs, your pointers, your middle, your ring, and your pinkies. Pinkies in, rings in, middles in, pointers in, thumbs in. Thumbs out, pointers out, middles out, rings out, pinkies out. Pinkies in, rings in, middle, pointer, thumb. One more, thumb, pointer, middle, ring, pinky, and shake it out. Good job. We're now going to move on to our feet. Sorry, I made some notes here. The first thing we're going to work on, just like when we worked on the shoulders, kind of like the shock absorbers of the wrists, we're going to work on the shock absorbers for your feet and your knees, which are your glutes. So we're going to squeeze our glutes in like we're sucking in our butt, and take a breath. And release. And again. Release. And again. Release. This time, we keep our feet flat, but we really want to press into your heels as you squeeze your glutes and lift. Maybe you even lift your toes, but keep your heels pressing. And release. Two more. And release. And one more. And release. Now this one, I used to do back when I would teach somatic yoga. And somatic yoga and muscle activation, ayama yoga, very similar, same concept. So we're going to straighten one leg. we're going to point the toes towards the floor as much as we can without lifting the heel. Let me scoot back. And if you're sitting down, you're just going to be sitting in a supported staff pose like this with your hands. Point your toes down. Take a breath. Then we're actually going to pull the toes in towards my shin. Do you feel that stretch in your calf? Take a breath. Point your toes forward. Feel your calf muscle tightening up. Take a breath. And pull the toes in. This can also help prevent calf cramps. But what we're doing is we are strengthening this tibialis. Think about like your shin muscles, the anterior tibialis, which is a huge part of foot mobility and can even prevent or help treat plantar fasciitis, strengthening this anterior tibialis. Just take a breath each way. I want you to pull in again, give it a good 75%. Point towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor. They probably won't. And let's do one more set. After we finish that one. So one more. And pull it back in. And let's go to the other side. So if you're in staff pose, you're simply sitting up like this and you're going to point and flex the foot. So point your toes. You're semi-curling them, but you're not focusing on the curl. You're more focusing on the arch, which is going to tighten up that calf. And then you're going to pull your toes in towards your shin. Looks like this. And feel that calf stretching. Again, that's why this helps with those calf cramps. Just one slow breath for each motion. Make sure you're sitting up tall. If you're on the floor, you're leaning onto your hands or against the wall. Flex that foot in. Notice the calf, what it's doing, how they're connected. Point your toe. Feel even the front of the leg, the tibialis, the shin muscles. That's what I call them. It's not really. And pull it in. And point. And pull it in. All right. For this last one, we're getting into the toes, just like the last one for the hands, we got into the fingers. So whether you're sitting down in staff, you could do it with your sitting down or in the chair. I want you to lift up big toes only. If you're sitting on the floor, pull your big toes towards you. Then I want you to press your big toes down and just lift up all the other toes, or pull all the other toes towards you if you're sitting down. And continue. If you're getting cramps, you're going to intensely back off a little. If you get cramps, you're bypassing the nervous system. We're working on that neuromuscular connection so the muscle and brain will communicate. Switch. We're going to do 3 more of each. If you can't do this, I want you to physically use your hands to do it as you breathe and as you think about what you're doing. So it might look like one foot at a time, and you're physically pushing the toes away or towards you. Keep going back and forth for each breath. And release. And shake everything out. So this therapeutic yoga can be done, you can do this every day. It's not going to hurt anything as long as you're not going 100% intense. And see if you see more in dexterity in your fingers and toes, maybe less pain in your hands and feet. Namaste. Have a great and blessed day.